We're here with another video, and today is going to be a little bit something different. It's not going to be about a build or anything like that. It's about the future of this game. There's some rumors going around, and I don't know if these rumors are true, but from Morning After Kill and from what moxxi said on his podcast, we may be getting microtransactions. What that means, I don't know. I played a lot of other games that had microtransactions, and it really helped the game. The money that they make off the microtransactions, they can use to throw back into the R&D and development of, Borderlands 3, and they could add a lot of stuff to this game because of those microtransactions. Also, they're talking about adding a battle pass, and this is all supposed to rumoredly coming on in February. So we'll see. With a battle pass, that might be really interesting because I think that a lot of people expect a lot from game companies these days, and I think a battle pass would give something to our community that would help us have something to do challenges, and have a tier system where we unlock camos for our guns, which the camos are lacking. I mean, look, like the only one that I really even honestly run is the psychedelic skin because it's pretty cool, no lie. If they could come up with some more skins like that, that'd be awesome. I mean, tell me you wouldn't like a fire skin, or like something that was like a neon blue or purple that glows and does like what the psychedelic does. I mean, and you do challenges and kill certain bosses, or have to do certain things with friends, or just kind of how like I don't know if you guys have played Fortnite. I'm an old school Fortnite player. I quit playing it to play this, and lately the content on this game has just been killing it for me. I mean, my channel has grown tremendous in views and subs, and make sure you guys hit that sub button because it helps me out. Also, drop a like on the video. It takes 2 seconds to do. 70% of the people that watch my videos don't sub to my videos, and that's the way it is for a lot of YouTubers. We're out here on the grind, and we're making content for you guys. So if you like our content, then sub and like the video. Now back to it. Also, besides the fact of the microtransactions and the battle pass that's supposedly coming, this is hypothetical. I don't know if this is true or not. Nobody knows. We've just been hearing a lot of rumors about it, so it might be. I guess we'll find out in February. There was also a hotfix today that was released at 3 p.m. And it's a takedown event. The takedown event, it starts this week, and it's for the Malawan Black site takedown. And what it is the takedown at Malawan Black site will be scaled to the number of players. During this event, matchmaking will be set up to get you into takedown as quickly as possible. The takedown is not an easy feature, so make sure that you're ready with, they got like a guide on this website that I'm looking at. So make sure you've got good gear is pretty much what they're saying. And during this event, they made a few changes, and during this mini event, what they did was rare spawned enemies will also show up more often, and we're temporarily boosting the anointed and legendary drop rates. For the next 2 weeks, every boss in the game has boosted drop rates, including the takedown at Malawan Black site bosses. May these 2 weeks be challenging, rewarding, and full of loot. Also, they did some bug fixes, which were they addressed a reported concern with an item card and hotfixed some items not showing information correctly. Addressed a reported concern that Judge Hightop was sometimes not dropping items from his dedicated item pool. Also, they adjusted the balance of the Fabricator, Freddy, Stanley, Constructor, Tony Bordell, Trixie Nick, and Third Rail to provide a greater challenge. They noticed apparently that the Handsome Jackpot wasn't providing players with a satisfying challenge, and so pretty much what they did was they made them harder. They nerfed the ion cannon. It now has a 5-second reload and consumes at least 6 ammo per shot, so bye Death Star Amara. Also, they realized that it was a strong weapon, but we don't want to change that, but it's a little overperforming, and it was. I mean, you could hit 300 million to a billion shots with it. I mean, come on. That was pretty game breaking. They added collisions to prevent the gunner from sometimes becoming stuck in Eridian. I can't spell that. I don't even know what that is. Added collisions to prevent players from sometimes escaping the map in various locations. increase the radius of the new U station at the arrogant approach, address the report perceiving progression blocker when using glamour on the abomination during it's alive. Okay, so they increased anointment effectiveness for the operative, gunner, and beastmaster. Pretty much what they did was they buffed Moze, Zane, and Flak, and this is amazing. So if you guys were already into running Moze and Zane and Flak, oh man, they tried to like scale them so they would be close to keeping up with what Amara does, because Amara has some amazing builds out there. Let's just give it to Amara. Clap. You know, she's got some killer builds, and there's so many of them for her. But what they did here is for Moze the Gunner, while Auto Bear is active, deals 75% from 20% that it used to do. Bonus incendiary damage. So that's a 50, pretty much a 50% buff there. After exiting Iron Bear, the next two magazines will have 125% from 40% that it used to be. Bonus incendiary damage. And then after exiting Iron Bear, gaining 160% from the 120 increased splash damage for 18 seconds. When entering and exiting Iron Bear, Nova damage is increased. For Zane, what they did is while barrier is active, accuracy is increased by 60%. The critical hit damage is increased by 70% from 30%. This right here is amazing. While Sentinel is active, gain 100% damage as bonus cryo damage, and it was at 50%. That's a 50% increase, which made him from being overpowered already to, man, I mean, you're gonna see me go through this M4 takedown like it's nothing. And I mean, I know they scaled it, but I literally I cleared this in like 13 minutes or so. For Flak, what they did is while exiting fadeaway, Nova damage is increased. And then what they did for the second buff is after using rack attack, gained 50% from its original 25% critical hit damage for a short time. So that's the patch notes for the game that they dropped today, and this event is supposed to be going on until January 30th. So if you guys want to get in and farm and get your legendaries up, me and my friends, we've been playing all day today, and man, the loot that we have gotten alone is just incredible. And you know, I don't know if they changed the anointment drop rate, but like, I mean, we've been playing all M4 anyway, and in Mayhem 4, you know, your anointment drop rates are a lot higher, but we've been noticing a lot of gear that's been anointed. But anyway, if you guys enjoyed this video, I'm gonna let these clips play out. It's just showing how overpowered Zane is. And by the way, I'm going to drop my Moze and Zane build links down in the description. So if you guys don't have some good builds for your operative or your Moze, you can go check them out. I've tested them. They're M4 friendly for everything pretty much. I mean, I can solo everything on M4 with these builds. So, you know, you get a little bit of practice in with them and get used to them. Check them out, and you know, some of these are overpowered. And I did not create these builds. They've been created from multiple different people. I'm not going to shout those people out because I don't know necessarily exactly where all these builds came from. I know moxxi had a hand in some of these builds, but I also believe that a lot of them came from people that were in his Discord too. So without me having that, I think Shadow is one of them. But he has like 50 shadows in his Discord, so I don't know which one to shout out. So shout out to Shadow for your operative build. You're god, hands down. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If there's any other topics you guys would like to talk about, I think there's some things that they need to fix, like some bugs. Like when you're going to revive people, it's almost impossible to revive somebody. The square never pops up for us on PlayStation. I don't know about anybody else to go and revive somebody. And that kind of sucks when you're in the heat of the battle and you're trying to get your teammate back in there, you know? I don't play a lot of solos. When I do, it's usually to get clips for YouTube for you guys. And from what I've noticed, you know, the gameplay is okay, except for the fact that a lot of us blue screen a lot. I've heard it's from a cache file overflowing from kills of enemies. I'm not sure, but if there's anything that they could do about that, that would be awesome, because the blue screening is ridiculous lately. I don't really know how to fix that. I'm not a computer programmer, but maybe somebody over there will see this video and be like, hey, yeah, you're right. It's blue screening a lot. We can only hope, right? But the revives and that's that's pretty much about it that I've noticed that was bad. Everything else is pretty good. I love this game. I love the future of it. I can't wait to see where it's gonna go. I'm hoping that it doesn't become pay to win. I think that the microtransactions should only be for like maybe cosmetic items and stuff like that. Uh, Definitely not for guns. I think that the battle passes should definitely have, like something where, you level up the tiers, you do your challenges, you get your grind your XP out, and it gives you something to do, and it keeps you content, and keep dropping us out content. And if they make money off the microtransactions, then that's only more money that they can throw in the game to help us. I know a lot of people are against them, but look what Fortnite did with their game. I mean, they've made billions and they dedicated a lot of money back into that game. A lot of money back into that game. And it really helped that game survive for the 2 years that it has. It's going on 3 years, And games like that, like Warframe and this, and I think the microtransactions would honestly help it a little bit. Just as long as it's not pay to win. But anyway, guys, that's all I've got to say. That's my opinion. And, you know, get in the comments and check it out. Let me know how you feel about it. And I will catch you guys with the next video. Straight X out.